Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel for Everything Days of Our Lives, the TV Days Drama Digest channel. We bring you the juiciest, most thorough, and dramatic breakdowns that no fan should miss. Today, we're peeling back the layers of what went down on May 19th, 2025, a day so intense, so full of heart-wrenching moments and shocking reveals, it's destined to be remembered in Salem history. Whether you missed the Peacock live broadcast or just want to relive the chaos, this full, detailed retelling has you covered. The aftermath of the Brotherhood battle, Philip and Xander's violent confrontation. To truly understand the emotional stakes of today's episode, we gotta rewind just a few days back to last Friday, where everything started to spiral out of control between Philip Kyriakis and his estranged brother, Xander Cook. These two, bound by blood but divided by secrets and pride, came head-to-head in a confrontation charged with years of unresolved tension. Philip, motivated by a desperate desire to save Beau Brady, who was hanging on by a thread due to a life-threatening illness, approached Xander with an olive branch. Not only was he begging for his brother's help to secure crucial hospital resources, but also hoping to mend the fractured relationship between them. Unfortunately, Philip's goodwill fell on deaf ears. Xander's bitterness and anger, fueled by his own hidden struggles and resentments, boiled over. In a brutal escalation, Xander rejected Philip outright, declaring that nothing his brother could say or do would ever change his mind or save him. This cold, harsh dismissal cut deeper than any punch, igniting a physical fight that turned savage, punches thrown, bodies slammed, rage unleashed. Xander's fury culminated in him delivering a ruthless kick that left Philip unconscious on the cold floor of the hotel room. This violent altercation was a devastating blow, not just physically but emotionally, shattering any hope for peace between the two and jeopardizing Beau's fragile chance at survival. The fallout from that fight set the stage for the tense and heart-wrenching events that unfolded today. Kate's desperate search and heartbreaking discovery cut to present day. Kate Roberts, a fiercely protective mother and stalwart matriarch, had been growing increasingly anxious about her son Philip's whereabouts. Her maternal instincts screamed that something was wrong, and when she finally arrived at the hotel room where the fight took place, she was met with a nightmare. Philip was lying motionless on the floor, battered and bruised, his face pale and his breathing shallow. The sight of her son, who just hours ago was a strong and determined man, now broken and unconscious, crushed Kate's heart. Panic surged through her veins as she dropped to her knees beside him, frantically calling out his name. The raw fear and desperation in her voice painted a picture of a mother caught in the throes of helplessness and terror. Without wasting a second, Kate pulled out her phone and dialed for emergency services, refusing to leave Philip's side. Her frantic calls echoed the urgency of the moment, every second feeling like an eternity as she begged for someone to hurry. This scene was more than just a physical rescue mission. It was a powerful display of the unbreakable bond between mother and son. Kate's heartbreak mirrored the emotional intensity of Salem's long-running family dramas, where love and loyalty are tested under the harshest conditions. Maggie's interrogation. Secrets, lies, and the weight of guilt. While Kate fought to save Philip, Maggie Horton was busy unraveling the mystery behind the attack. She brought Xander in for questioning, determined to get to the bottom of what really happened. Maggie's sharp eyes immediately caught the fresh bruises and swelling on Xander's knuckles. Those injuries weren't from a bar fight or an accident. They were the telltale signs of a violent brawl. Maggie's concern wasn't just professional, it was personal. She feared what Xander's actions might mean for the fragile peace in Salem and for the people she cared about. Despite Maggie's relentless questioning, Xander was tight-lipped, skillfully avoiding direct answers. His silence only deepened the tension, raising suspicions about how far he'd gone and what he might be hiding. In the background, Sarah Horton, ever the relentless seeker of truth, pressed harder. She demanded to know the truth behind Xander's injuries and the violent incident. The interplay between Maggie's calm but firm interrogation and Sarah's fiery insistence created a gripping dynamic, one that revealed cracks in Xander's composed facade and hinted at deeper troubles. Alex's torn loyalties and Stephanie's calm counsel. Meanwhile, Alex Kyriakis was grappling with a storm of emotions. He received the devastating news about Philip's condition, beaten, hospitalized, and fighting for his life. Alex's initial reaction was raw anger, a burning desire to hold Xander accountable for the violence that had nearly killed his brother. Alex had been drifting closer to Xander in recent times, seeking brotherhood and trust. But this attack shattered that fragile bond, leaving Alex torn between loyalty to his newfound friend and his duty to protect his family. Stephanie Johnson stepped in as the voice of reason. She reminded Alex that revenge wouldn't heal the wounds or help Philip recover. Her calming presence offered a much-needed perspective, urging Alex to focus on supporting his brother instead of seeking retribution. This emotional tug-of-war showcased the complexity of family dynamics in Salem, where love and betrayal often coexist, and where the path to forgiveness is anything but straightforward. Steve's race against time, the hunt for Versix. As the personal dramas unfolded, a race against time was underway elsewhere. Steve Johnson, the steadfast hero we all root for, was leading the desperate search for the life-saving drug Versix. Bo Brady's condition was critical, and this medication was the key to pulling him back from the brink. However, there was a major complication. Kevin Lambert, a shady character with questionable motives, had stolen the Versix from Dr. Jeffrey's lab and was now on the run. Steve's search was hampered by Kevin's elusive maneuvers, turning the quest into a high-stakes cat-and-mouse game. Every moment wasted could mean the difference between life and death. Steve's determination, coupled with the urgent need to outsmart Kevin, injected the storyline with tension and urgency. This ongoing battle underscored the overarching theme of Days of Our Lives, the fight between good and evil, hope and despair, life and death. The broader implications. What does this mean for Salem? May 19th wasn't just another day of drama, it was a pivotal moment that could change the course of many characters' lives. Philip's brutal beating rippled through Salem, fracturing family ties and igniting old wounds. Xander's violent actions threatened to undo fragile alliances and raise dangerous questions about loyalty and trust. Kate's frantic efforts to save her son highlighted the power of family love amidst chaos. Maggie and Sarah's relentless pursuit of truth brought justice and accountability to the forefront, challenging secrets that some hoped would stay buried. Alex's internal battle between anger and forgiveness embodied the human struggle to balance justice with compassion. Meanwhile, Steve's urgent quest for the Versix drug reminded viewers of the fragile line between life and death. Together, these intertwined stories created a tapestry of suspense, emotion, and drama. One that stayed true to Days of Our Lives' legacy of captivating storytelling. Wrapping it up, why this episode will stay with us. If you ask any longtime fan, they'll tell you this episode was a perfect storm of classic soap elements: the raw emotion, the tension, the moral dilemmas, and the desperate fight for survival. It was a reminder that the past always casts a long shadow, and that family bonds, no matter how tested, remain central to Salem's heartbeat. As we wait for the next chapters, the burning questions remain. Will Philip survive? Can Xander find redemption, or will his past catch up with him? How far will Alex go in his quest for justice? And will Steve be able to track down the Versix in time to save Bo? Stay tuned, Salem fans, because the storm is far from over. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.